welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. Today I'm going to be baking some biscuits, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and welcome back if you're not new. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so in my bowl here I've got the zest of an orange, and I've got 125 grams of unsalted butter. It's just been softened a little bit, so make sure you're not using it straight out of the fridge. And I'm going to add to it some caster sugar. And then I'm just going to give this a good whisk. Oh, give it a good whisk until it's light and pale and fluffy. Okay, so once you've whisked the butter and the caster sugar together, like this, it's all nice and fluffy, we're going to add an egg to it, but we only need the yolk, not the white. So I'm just going to separate it. I do save the egg white because we're going to use it later on in the recipe. For now, we just need the yolk in the butter mixture. I'm going to add that there. Then I'm going to give this another little whisk. Okay, so I've whisked in the egg yolk. Now I'm going to add in the flour. So I've got some plain flour here with a tiny bit of salt because I've used unsalted butter. If you've used salted butter, obviously don't use any extra salt. So I'm going to add the plain flour. I've sifted the flour before. And then I'm going to add in some raisins. I've got about 50 grams of these in here. If you don't like raisins or sultanas, you can just use chocolate chips if you prefer, but you know, give it a go. It's not that bad. I'm just gonna give this a little mix until the dough comes together. I've got some milk here, which I'll add to the mix if I need to. So about a tablespoon or two should be enough. And if you want to add more raisins, you can add more raisins as well. We don't like it that much, so 50 grams is enough. I'm just going to add a bit of milk. Just add the milk in gradually, don't add it in all at once. You might not need the full 2 tablespoons. You might find that 1 tablespoon is enough. So I'm just going to keep mixing this, and then I'll show you the next step in just a bit. Okay, so I've taken the dough out of the bowl and I've just put it on the work surface. I've dusted the work surface with a little bit of plain flour, and I'm just going to work the dough. Just make sure it all comes together. Don't have to mix it in for too long, just until it all comes together. Ah, I'm losing some raisins. Yeah, just make sure all the raisins are inside. And then once this all comes together, I'm going to roll it out, and then we're going to cut into shapes as well. Okay, so just as soon as it starts to come together, you can roll it out next. Okay, so once you've rolled out the dough, you're going to get a cutter, and you're going to cut out some biscuit shapes. So it doesn't have to be too thin or too thick, you know, just about a few milliliters should be enough. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut out the rest, and then we're going to put these on a baking tray. Okay guys, so the biscuits are now here on a baking tray. I'm going to put them in the oven. So I've preheated my oven to 175 degrees. Sorry, I just had to check. So I'm going to place the biscuits in there for about 8 to 10 minutes, and then we're going to take them out, and then that egg white that we saved earlier, we're going to brush a little bit on top with a bit of caster sugar. Okay, so these are going to go in the oven first for just about 8 to 10 minutes. Okay guys, so the biscuits have been in the oven for about 10 minutes, and what I'm going to do next, remember that egg white we saved earlier, so I just whisked it lightly with a fork. So I'm just going to get my brush and just cover the top of the biscuits. And then I've also got some caster sugar here, about a couple of tablespoons, and I'm just going to sprinkle some caster sugar on top of the egg. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the biscuits and pop them back in the oven for about 3 to 4 minutes until they're nicely and golden. Okay guys, so the biscuits are now done and they smell absolutely incredible. So I'm just gonna let them rest on the tray for a few minutes until they cool down completely, and then we're gonna have a little taste test. I did make more than this, so this is just one tray. I've got another one in the oven, so I think I made about 25 or something like that biscuits with that mixture. I'll let you know in the comments how many it yields. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. Okay, so the biscuits have cooled down a bit now and they look great. Just show you, the sugar's going everywhere at the back of it. Nice and crunchy. It's a little bit warm, and this will go perfect with a nice cup of tea or anything like that. So I hope you've enjoyed the video guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye.